Hey, Vanny Lopes here from Off the Block, and the MPSF Tournament is underway, and it was a wild regular season, and going into the postseason, everyone was predicting upsets, so of course, in a chaotic season, what happens? Everything goes chalk. All top four teams advance as BYU is going to move on to play UC Santa Barbara in one semifinal, and then the other semifinal is going to be Stanford and Pepperdine. But I'll tell you, watching these quarterfinal matches, the thing that stood out for me the most was the dominant performance that BYU had against USC. BYU hit more than 500 in the match. Taylor Sanders showed not only why he was the conference player of the year, but one of the top servers in the nation, having back-to-back-to-back aces at a critical time in the second game. And I'll tell you, BYU, they had their backup setter in Robbie Sutton. He played fine. He looked good. We'll see how far BYU can go, but with the way they played tonight, with the way they served tonight, if they continue to serve like that, there's not going to be many teams in the country that can hang with them, especially playing the rest of that conference tournament at their home in Smith Fieldhouse. Very difficult place to play. In the other three matches, a couple things that are stood out for me. One was the complete resilience of Stanford to battle back, being down 13-11 in the fifth game, fighting back, going on a 4-0 run to win it. Tell you, this Cardinal team is playing absolutely fantastic. I love their pin hitters. I love the way James Shaw is running the offense. This is a team that you can see moving on into the conference tournament and moving on to the NCAA tournament and possibly winning a national championship this year. They're that skilled. They're that deep. And then, the other two teams are able to get the victories tonight. Pepperdine, they are able to find ways to win. They're beat up and battered, don't have their potential All-American Parker Kallenbach, but people are just continuing to step up, continuing playing. They're finding ways to win. And then on the other side of the net, you have to feel good for UC Santa Barbara. This was a program that was hosting their first postseason match in 7 years, had a sold-out facility, 2,000 people there. They played gritty, they played gutty. They were able to get a big victory against UCLA, a great victory for Rick McGowan and his team there. And now moving into the semifinals, you're going to have BYU and UC Santa Barbara, a very interesting matchup, two conflicting styles, and you're going to expect that UC Santa Barbara is going to make BYU work for every point. And then the other one, which I'm really excited about, you're going to have a lot of good offense, some good blocking in that Stanford and Pepperdine match. This is going to be two very exciting semifinal matches that will be played on Thursday. Now, for all your men's volleyball news and analysis, so continue to go to offtheblockblog.com.